Today, we are looking to tutorial 2 of asset pricing model or CAPM model again. So this is the question. You expect you expect AGH stock to have expected return of 20 next year and a volatility of 30%. You have 25,000 to invest, but plan to invest a total of 50,000 in AGH, raising the additional 25,000 by either shorting KBH or WHI stock. Both KBH and WHI have expected return of 10% and a volatility of 20%. If KBH has a correlation of 0.5 with AGH and WHI has a correlation of negative 0.5 with AGH, which stock should you short? Okay, so let's solve this. First of all, let's try to present the information in a table form. So we start with the stocks are here. We have HGH. The next one is KBH. And then we have WHI. Okay. Now these are their returns and these are their volatilities. So the first one is 20%. The first one is 20%. And here is 30%. The next one is 10%, 10%, and 20%. Okay, so let's make this one. Let me clear this part and make it KBH or WHI. Great. So in the question, we were told we are trying to invest the amount that we want to spend here is what? 50,000. And we try to do so by shorting. So anytime you hear of shorting, that means to short one of the stock means it's going to be negative. So we have to short it by 25,000. Great. So that means when I add this, I will still have my 25,000, which is the amount that I have. So if I want to find the weight of AGH, is there dividing 50,000 by 25,000, and that will give me 2, and this one will give me 1. So when you sum up the weight, that is also equals to 1. Okay, so now let's look at the combination of HGH and KBH. So you're looking at these two, a portfolio that consists of HGH and then KBH. Is okay. So if that's what we are going to look at, in the question we're given for them. So first of all, we can see that an expected return of this portfolio is equal to the weight of AGH, which is 2, multiplied by the expected return, which is 20, minus this is minus, right? The weight of this one is minus, multiplied by the 10. Then we have it as 30%. So the volatility of this one becomes square root of 2 squared multiplied by 0.3 squared plus minus 1 squared multiplied by 0.2 squared plus 2 multiplied by the weight, which is 2 for the first one, minus 1, and then the correlation multiplied by the correlation, which is 0.5, and the volatility of the two stocks involved, which is 0.3 and then 0.2. So that means you have the volatility to be equals to 52.91. It's okay, great. Now, so this in the case where we decide to combine AGH and KBH, we are having a mu portfolio and then the volatility as 30%, and 52.91%. That is, the volatility is 52.19%, and the expected return is 30%. And the situation whereby we decide to combine, let's say we decide to combine the combination of H, and WHI. Then we have the expected return is also the same as 2 multiplied by 20 minus 1 multiplied by 10. That gives us 30%. And when we're looking for the volatility, which is the same as root of the weight of the first part, which is 2 squared, multiplied by its volatility, which is 0.3 squared, plus weight of the second part, which is 1 squared, multiplied by the volatility, which is 0.2 squared, which is 0.2 squared, plus 2 covariance of, but in this case, it's going to be 2 multiplied by the weight of the first one is 2 minus 1 multiplied by the correlation, in this case is negative 0.5, multiplied by the volatility with 0.3, and then 0.2 for the second case. So we have the volatility to be 72.11. So in the case where we decide to use aging and this, we are going to have this mu of the portfolio, and then the variance of the portfolio equals to 30%, and then 72.11%. So what it means is that if the firm decides to use aging H and then WHI, you are going to have expected return on the portfolio to be 30% and a volatility of what 72.1%. In the situation whereby the firm decide to use combination of aging H and KBH, the firm is going to have what a volatility of 52.91% and expected return of 30%. What it means is that then it is better for the firm to short KBH, because when you short KBH, you're having the same return as that of when you short WHI. But in the case of KBH, the expected return is lower than that of WHI. So you'll be better off if you short KBH and have a portfolio return of 30% and a volatility of 52.1%. So thank you. So in our next meeting, you are going to look at the tutorial 3. Do not forget to subscribe to my videos. Thank you.